Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. We are finally doing it. We are filming a Q&A. I asked you guys several weeks ago to ask me some questions, things that you want to know about me. I just think that these are kind of fun because it's kind of like takes a step back from all the makeup and the reviewing, and you guys get to know me on a more personal level, and I think that that is super important. I have all of your questions pulled up right here on my phone. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. Laura D. Wolf wants to know, what do you do for a living besides being a YouTube makeup goddess? Laura, you are too sweet. I think it's amazing that you think of me as a makeup goddess, so thank you so much for the compliment wrapped up in the question. I work at a skin rejuvenation clinic outside of YouTube, so I do that full time. I work with medical grade skincare products. I schedule patients for their appointments. I triage calls, and I kind of do all that kind of fun stuff. Pretty much all administrative work. At my clinic, we do minimally invasive body contouring, cool sculpting, Botox, fillers, kind of all that cosmetic kind of skincare type stuff. We also do facials and some esthetician stuff at my clinic as well. It's actually a really fun job. One day I really truly do hope to make YouTube my full-time gig. That would be amazing. And then she also asks, do you have any pets, and if so, will you show them to us? So I'll try to post a picture somewhere on the screen here. But I do have 2 cats. I used to have 3. One passed away almost 2 years ago now. It was very sad. They're actually my fiance's cats. I kind of joke and say that I'm like their stepmom, but they love me and I love them. Do you guys have pets and you just name them like 50 different names, and oddly enough they know to respond to all of them? I swear my cats don't even have like one dedicated name. We call them like a ton of different things. Husky, we call him Husky Boy, Beans, Beanbag, Beanhead. It's never ending, and somehow they know to respond to all the names. It's really hilarious and it's really cute. It's like an endless amount of names for them. So Jen Crook wants to know, how has YouTube changed your day-to-day life and your relationships? I actually have to say that YouTube has had a giant positive impact on my life. Before I started YouTube, I was kind of in a dark place. I've talked about this on my channel before. I really kind of was losing sight of who I was. I didn't really have many hobbies. I just totally lost a chunk of me. And when I rediscovered makeup, because when I was younger, I was obsessed with makeup all through high school, and then I kind of fell off the makeup train for a while, and then I got back into it, and I feel like it just brought out a confidence in myself, an artistic ability. It was another way for me to express myself, and I feel finding this channel and this journey has brought back a confidence in me, and it has actually made my relationships with like my friends and my family, and especially my fiance, so much stronger. When the people around you that love you see you doing something that you love so much and putting your heart and soul and passion into something, and they see how happy it makes you, obviously they're going to look at you as someone who is enjoying life, someone who's more confident, someone who's excited about something. And I think that just draws positive vibes and draws positive relationships. You know, that would be the positive of it. I do get very overwhelmed more times than not. I'll be honest with you guys and kind of be vulnerable there for a minute. And the reason why I say that is because YouTube is a lot of work. I try to post on Instagram stories. I try to communicate with you guys through the community tab here. I am dedicating myself now to having no less than 2 videos a week. So when you're working 40 hours and then you're investing another 10 to 20 hours in YouTube and social media, it doesn't stop. Like YouTube and being, I guess you could say, an influencer, there really isn't a lot of rest if you want to keep yourself relevant. I think that a lot of creators feel that pressure to stay relevant, to stay on top of new releases, new products, fresh content, fresh ideas. And I think that that can be very stressful. There are some days where you're just like, I need to just take a step back and breathe. There is so much pressure in this, but there is such a giant reward that that's what keeps you going. But just to kind of let you guys in, I hope that that wasn't too deep or serious of an answer, but it's really the truth about it. Jen Crook also asks, if ColourPop didn't exist, sad I know, insert horror music in background, and you couldn't choose BH Cosmetics to replace it, what brand would you turn to for eyeshadow? That is actually really tough. To be honest, I am super picky about eyeshadow, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. A lot of drugstore eyeshadows really aren't that great. I haven't really tried a lot outside of BH or ColourPop that's at a more affordable pricing that is that good. However, I would have to say I would narrow it down to two. It'd have to either be Morphe or NYX. I think that NYX makes really good eyeshadow and eyeshadow palettes. And I also have to say that I really enjoy Morphe. I have the Jaclyn Hill Armed and Gorgeous Vault eyeshadow on right now from the Vault collection. That's all I have on my eyes. And I know there was some controversy in that palette, but you guys, it's gorgeous. And I think that Morphe shadows for the price are pretty reliable and pretty good. So I'd have to say Morphe, and then if I couldn't have Morphe, I'd have to pick NYX. Ivory Petals asks, what's your favorite part of doing your makeup? Foundation, eyeshadow, lipstick, etc., etc. I'd say putting on highlight, because I feel like when you've got your whole base down and then you put on highlight, it instantly sculpts your face. To me, even more so than contouring, because it just draws this out and just makes your cheekbones look like they pop. And I have to say, because like the finishing touch, like after I've got my bronzer on and blush and the base and setting powder and all that stuff is done, and then I pop on that highlight, I'm like, yes, this is what I did my makeup for today. So highlighter would have to be my favorite part. Kate Bland asks, do you smoke weed? Also, what is your current favorite song? I do not smoke weed. Have I tried smoking weed in the past? Yes, I'll be honest with you guys. Do I like it? No. Do I have anything against people who smoke it? Absolutely not. Honestly, do you? That is your thing. I could care less if someone smoked weed. Like it doesn't even affect me at all. But for me personally, because I have such an anxious bone in my body, I guess you could say, like I'm a very anxious, anxiety-ridden person. I've talked about that on my channel before, that I have a history of panic attacks and anxiety, that me and weed do not generally mix. We're not really good friends. So no, I do not. My current favorite song, I'm obsessed with Fall Out Boy. If you guys didn't know that, that is like my band. I am obsessed. I feel like everything that they do is so creative and different and unique. Every single one of their albums is just so different. And I just think that they can do anything. So I don't really have one specific favorite song, but I'd have to say that anything from Fall Out Boy. One song that I've had on repeat, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy and you're gonna laugh because it's so random, because I'm like, oh, I love Fall Out Boy so much. I cannot stop listening to Bounce Back by Big Sean. Just gonna come out and say it. I know that is so random. So I'd have to say, if I had to narrow it down, it'd be Bounce Back by Big Sean. I'm like looking at my iTunes right now. Or High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. That song is so lyrically good. I love it. That's what I would say as far as my favorite songs go. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Carrie Peterson asks, I'm new to your channel. This was 3 weeks ago she said this. And Carrie, shout out to you because you have been watching my videos and I see you, girl. I see you commenting on all my videos. So thank you so much for your support. She said, where do you live? Do you have any kids? And what inspired you to become a YouTuber? Are you a dog person or cat person? And what's your favorite perfume? Girl, yes, you are on fire with the questions. I'm gonna try to answer all of these. Okay, so I live in the Midwest. I actually live in Minnesota. Do I have any kids? I do not. I don't have any kids. A lot of people ask, you know, I'm 33, and it's honestly such like an awkward question, but even in this day and age, I still get asked, well, you're 33 and you don't want to have kids. Are you sure you don't want to have kids? And it's like, dude, please, like, I'm an adult. If you knew me growing up as a child, Barbie, when I played with Barbie, Barbie was jet set, okay? She drove the pink Jeep and she traveled everywhere. And that has kind of stuck with me. Like, I want to travel. That's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I want to invest. No, I'm not selfish. I have nothing against people with kids. What inspired you to become a YouTuber? I actually talked about this in my last video that I just uploaded yesterday, my Naked Reloaded video. If you guys haven't watched that review, check it out. Honestly, about, I want to say, when was it? 2016-ish. So about 2.5, 3 years ago, I was shopping with my sister at the mall and I hadn't been in Sephora in forever. I was having the worst day. I will never forget this. And I said, let's go into Sephora, show me around, what's everybody wearing? And she just started showing me like the naked palettes. She pulled up YouTube and the person that she showed me was Tati. So when I got home that night, and yes, I purchased the naked palette. It was my first high-end eyeshadow purchase ever. But I went home and I just started watching Tati's channel, and I think I probably watched probably about 50 of her videos. I was up until the wee hours of the morning just watching, and I had no idea that this community existed, and I was just floored by it. I thought it was so cool. It was such a unique thing. I didn't even know if there was something like this on YouTube, and so it's kind of history from there. Tati was probably the sole inspiration as far as YouTubers go that brought me to YouTube. And then, are you a dog or a cat person? I love animals of all kinds. I love rabbits. I used to have 4 guinea pigs at one point. I love rats even. I love little critters, squirrels, anything. Like, I like camels, moose, everything, you name it, little sea otters. I can't really pick a particular animal, but honestly, if I had to pick, I wouldn't pick a dog or a cat. I'd pick a bunny. I don't know why. Like, I've always been obsessed with those really fluffy, flop-eared bunnies. I've always wanted one that was like huge that I could hold and like cuddle up with. So if I had to pick, I'd actually pick a flop-eared bunny. And what is your favorite perfume? I'd have to say DKNY BEAUTYLISH. Hands down. I love that. In fact, DKNY BEAUTYLISH, this stuff smells so good. I am more of like a, not florally, but I like citrus flavors, like bright, citrusy, sweet scents that can have like a background of a bit of a floral scent or kick to it. But I definitely would pick citrus, like fresh lemon, fresh squeezed lemon, oranges, even mixed with like a little bit of vanilla, like lemon sugar. Oh, those are my favorite scents. So I think that BEAUTYLISH is just like a perfume that like perfectly represents that. I absolutely love it. Mary H asks, what would be your favorite place to live? Would you like to live in a specific city or country? She goes, I totally know the answer, but people may not. I think most of you do. I want to live on the East Coast so bad. This is kind of funny. I was just talking to my fiance yesterday. I said, do you think if we moved to like Hoboken or somewhere in Jersey that I would pick up that accent? Because I absolutely love East Coast accents. They are my favorite. They just sound like so badass and just like factual and to the point and just like blunt. And I absolutely love that about that. That's so weird. And I don't know if anyone else kind of feels that way, but I just feel like these people just like their accent, like it just, I don't know. I love it so much. So if I could live anywhere in the United States, it would have to be somewhere on the Upper East Coast, somewhere like in Hoboken, New Jersey. If I had the money, oh my God, I would love to live in like Manhattan, somewhere right in New York City by Central Park. You guys, one day, that is my dream. If I couldn't live there, I would pick somewhere in the Carolinas, like close to a beach. I like one or the other. I do enjoy going to like my my fiance's cabin, I should say, like in the summertime and hitting the boat and being on the lake. Oh, did I say that Midwest enough for you guys? No, I didn't force it. Someone actually said that on one of my videos that I forced my accent. Seriously? Like, I have time for that. Anyways, but I love either like bustling, massive, huge cities or just like a secluded beach next to the ocean, like one or the other. If I ever fell into like large amounts of money, I would totally have a place like in the Florida Keys or somewhere in like South Florida, like Naples. And then I'd have a place like in Hoboken, somewhere overlooking the Hudson River, like literally with a view of New York City. That would be my dream. Marilee Mari asks, have you ever thought about quitting YouTube? I have been in the dumps before when it comes to my channel. That's me being totally real and honest. I have thought about it before. I've never really vocalized it because I get myself out of that mindset like real quick because YouTube is my dream and I would never give this up. I have worked way too hard. I have uploaded something to the tune of like 180 plus videos, like 180 videos. That is insane. Do you know how much time went into that, all the editing? And not to mention, I've probably filmed over 200 videos because not everything that I film makes it to my channel. So I'm just gonna say that, but I have thought about it, but you guys, I would never quit YouTube ever. Jenny Anderson asks, besides makeup, what are your interests? It's kind of hard for me to think about that, and I'm gonna explain why. I am surrounded by like aesthetics and beauty every day because that's what I work in my full-time job. And then I do YouTube as like a second part-time full-time job. Like it's like makeup, 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 beauty, beauty, beauty. Like I live and breathe it. I wake up doing it. I'm on Sephora's website looking at what's new, Ulta's website looking what's new. I'm looking at Trend Mood. Like it's gotten to the point where I live and breathe makeup. Like that's all that's on my mind. But if I had the shreds of time that I have outside of doing all of this and my full-time job, I absolutely love exercising. I love working out. It feels so rewarding to me. I actually love to run. That's kind of the problem where I live now in such a cold climate. I love running outside. I am not a treadmill person whatsoever. I'll do it if I have to, but I prefer running outside. I love it. I love having my Fitbit on and seeing how many miles I've gone. Exercising is just like the most rewarding thing. And I think it's really fun to see your progress and how you can go harder and go more every time you do it. Also, I guess I would say I love spending time with my fiance, my family. For the most part, my two sisters are pretty much my best friends. Like if I think to go out and have brunch or breakfast or go do something, I call them up. Sadly, my best friend doesn't live anywhere near me anymore, but I do have to say she makes quite the effort to come visit as much as possible. So Sarah, it does not go unnoticed, at least by me it doesn't. But yeah, I do have to say those are kind of my favorite things to do outside of makeup. Ava Rally asks, how do you deal with a toxic relationship? That's kind of a deep, loaded question. I think at my age, I pretty much don't. That's kind of where I'm at. If I'm around somebody and they're not treating me the way that I feel like I deserve, or if they're just toxic, like, you know, there are some people, and I'm not talking about just like negativity, but everything has to be made about them. Like you bring up a subject, it's always about them. It's always their viewpoint. They're always right. They have the best suggestions. Their ideas are the only ideas. Those are the kind of people that I can't really deal with. That's what I would consider toxic, or people who like take advantage of you or who don't listen to you, or you feel like you're giving so much of yourself to someone, but they're not giving you anything in return. I guess what I'm trying to say is that everybody looks at toxicity in relationships differently. So that's kind of what I would put in the realm of a toxic relationship. Stuff like that, I am an open book. I will tell someone straight up, hey, I think you're being a douchebag. I think you're being an asshole. Like, here's what it is. Obviously, I'll try to be as nice as possible. It depends on how many times I've had to talk to them about it. Let me just say that. But it really just depends. If I've expressed to them and I'm open to them and I'm honest and they're not reciprocating, they're still not listening to what I'm saying, at that point, then I just kind of slowly remove myself from the situation and that relationship. Communication is really important. All right, so Brittany Gauthier, I hope I'm saying your name right, girl. It says, what do you like to do in your spare time other than beauty, YouTube, and makeup? I think I answered that already, but I will say it again. Exercise, spend time with my fiance, my sisters, my friends, my family, stay active. I love to do that. Travel. Let's see, what is your favorite food, she asks. Oh God, I am a straight up foodie. I love food. I don't like foo-foo food, but I like all kinds of foods. Lebanese and Italian, I'd have to say, are my absolute favorites, followed by like Asian inspired food. Oh, absolutely love it. I can't get enough of fried rice. Like I could live on fried rice and pasta. Carbs, it's terrible, but I love my carbs. Favorite color? I wear a lot of black, so I guess I like black the most. That's kind of my favorite color. As far as like makeup colors, I have to say like golds, bronzes, yellow tones. I'm really into that. Obviously, as you can tell by my eye look today, I am totally into like gold, yellow, bronzy tones right now. Any updates for your wedding? Wedding colors, DJ or live band, what kind of flowers? So my wedding, if you guys didn't already know, is going to take place in Central Park in June, this June. Oh my God, it's like 3.5 months away. I'm so freaking excited and pumped. So I'll be going to New York for 1 week and I will be vlogging as much as I can. I do want to share my wedding with you guys. There's not going to be any DJ or live band or any specific colors like that. There's only going to be about 20 people there viewing the wedding as it takes place. And so the plan is just kind of like to get married in Central Park, take pictures, and just hit New York City decked out in our wedding gear, dress to the nines, ride the subway, take a ton of pictures all night. I do have a restaurant planned that I want to eat at. So obviously we will have, you know, like a little reception at this restaurant that I chose in New York City in Little Italy. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So there's not going to be anything too formal. I'm definitely not a traditional person. Neither is my fiance. So for us, this is our dream. We're literally having our dream wedding and we could not be more excited. Kay Plummer, this is the last one that I will answer right now. She says, how do you deal with mean and rude comments? I like to respond a lot of the times. I know that that's bad, and I know that there's trolls out there and they're looking to get a rise out of you. here's the deal. Let me sound off on this for a minute. I feel like there's like this stigma with YouTubers commenting back to shitty comments. Most of the time I ignore them. I don't let it get to me. I have a pretty thick skin. There's really nothing that could stop me from doing what I'm doing. I don't care how many thumbs down my videos get. I don't really care. You know, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. If people leave negative comments, most of the time I'll laugh it off. But if it's ignorant enough, I like to get a good laugh out of it. I will actually share it on my Instagram stories. It's another reason why you guys should follow me on Instagram, because I do get some pretty ridiculous, crazy comments. And it's so funny because I feel like a lot of the time the people who talk shit or troll YouTube videos, their grammar is horrific. They can't spell for the life of them. And I think it's so funny. I get like such a kick out of it. So I've either convinced myself that these people are just bots, or they're so bored that they don't even care like this about the spelling or the grammar, and they're just like serial shit talkers. Like they just find a video, they don't care who the person is, they find something to hate about it, they leave some crappy comment, and then they move on to the next. Like, so most of the time, that's what I'll do. Sometimes I'll respond if the person is being a big enough of a dumbass. Other times I'll just put them on blast and share it on Instagram, or I just ignore it. You guys, sometimes I don't even block people. Like I don't care. I find it funny. It's entertainment to me. I just turn it into a laugh for the most part, and I giggle about it and I move on. Obviously, if someone says something derogatory enough or something that would harm me or my subscribers or something that's like extremely offensive or something like that, then yeah, you're gonna get blocked. There is a special place for those types of people, but most of the time, I just brush it off. So leave me a comment down below if you have any other questions. I will try to answer them in the comments as well. I do actually have a collection, you guys, of mean comments, so to speak. So if you'd like to see a video on that, let me know. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you want to see a mean comments video or how I react to mean comments video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Give this video a thumbs up if you think my giant earrings are hilarious. Just show me some love. Give my video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go and hit that bell button so you get notifications. Remember, I upload brand new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. Sometimes I throw a bonus video or two in there somewhere, but dedicated brand new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. I love you guys so much. Thank you to those who submitted questions. You guys are the absolute best. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys. Wow, I cannot film an intro today to save my life. Can I ever sit up straight? I have to sit on a pillow, you guys. That's how short I am. Let's try that again. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's, okay, I have cat hair on my mouth now. How many minutes does it take to film an intro? Approximately 5 minutes and 10 seconds, and I still haven't started my video. Great. And my nose is running. Mind you, my nose wasn't doing anything before I sat down to film. It's like my nose gets stage fright. I have all of your questions. Ooh, can I hold my phone even? I have all of mine. Be sure to start subscribe. Can I ever freaking talk? My eczema's coming back out. You guys see that? And then for months and nothing is helping it. Ignore that.